Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing His word in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm just back with another quick lesson. Ran into this article. Philippine mayor killed in daylight ambush as gang of 10 heavily armed gunmen opened fire on a police convoy. All right, and the reason that this article stuck out to me because of, of course, second address, all right, sedition amongst men, all right, and although this is in the Philippines, this is going to come to America, all right, where the people are going to rise up against all authority figures, all right, because this gang, this quote-unquote gang, as I get into the article, had total disregard for the fact that the police was there, that this was a politician, none of that. These are positions in society that are, I guess you could say respected by most, government officials, mayors, and especially the police. All right, they had no problem, drawing down and shooting in the presence of the police, and this is going to happen in America, man. All right, and you see this, on a small scale now with all the, protests and these groups, fighting for, their agenda or whatever, but it's going to turn physical, man, just like it did here, all right? But it says a Philippine city mayor who featured on Rodrigo Duterte's drug list was gunned down in an ambush by a gang of heavily armed men who assaulted the police convoy transporting the politician. It says Mayor David Navarro of Claren, Misamis Occidental was killed and 5 others injured in the attack, including a police officer who was shot in the foot. Alright, and this is a picture of the convoy he was riding in, alright? Basically a police car, alright? So this quote-unquote gang just shot up the police car, man. Alright? And this is gonna happen, man, in America. And it's gonna be way worse in America. Alright? Starting with you Israelites, man. The Southern Kingdom rises up, as we know, followed by the Northern Kingdom. All right, when the Israelites rise up in this place, these are the type of things that are going to become common. All right, basically, warring, or fighting with all authority figures, man. All right, like the scriptures say, they shall not regard their princes and everything like that. All right, and I'm gonna grab that scripture after I'm done with the article. It says the police convoy was attacked as Navarro was being transported to the prosecutioner's office in Cebu City to face charges of assault against a massage therapist. And this is just another picture of the convoy. Excuse me. It says Navarro was reportedly... Damn, Salaki. Navarro was reportedly wearing a bulletproof vest and was flanked by officers in a patrol car when the convoy came under fire. He is the 13th mayor killed in the country since 2016. All right. It says Police Major Eduardo Sanchez, a station chief in Cebu, said the officers were caught off guard by the ambush, while the police master sergeant Carlo Balasoto claimed there were at least 10 gunmen in a white van that blocked the escort vehicle. It says the attackers ordered the escorting officers to lie on the ground and then executed Navarro after pulling him out of the vehicle. And this happening in America is not far-fetched because of all the tension between the government and the people, man. All right, especially since Trump has been in office, everybody has a problem with the way America is being ran. even though Trump is not too much different, maybe a little bit more bold and proud, but he's not too much different than anybody else that's been in office. They all are put there, to execute the same agenda. All right. But as we get closer to the end, the tension between the people and the government is at an all-time high. All right. Now, before I think it's 15 and 16. It says, Second Esdras 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hand. All right, now this can speak to the race war. That's obviously coming in America with all this racial tension. All right, now, they running up in Jake's house now. The lady Atiana and the dude who died in the whole Amber Geyer case, I forget his name, like Botham Jean or something like that. All right, these type of incidents is going to lead to the race war that's going to happen in America. All right, because once again, these people that as the minorities, all right, Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, all right, are the Israelites that the Bible speak of. And the scriptures say, all right, that these people, us, are going to rise up and, fight everybody. It's going to be us against everybody, all right, because Jake is going to get to a point where the Most High is going to put the spirit on Jake to go all out. Balls out, as they say. All right, because, as it seems fearful and disinterested that Jake is in fighting their enemies, the Most High is going to make it or going to turn it up to a point where it's going to be strictly for survival. All right, because Esau, all right, is showing, that it's not like he's going to give you no justice, man. Because that's what the Israelites are waiting for. They're waiting for Esau to be nice to them, excuse me, or to start treating them equal, just out of the kindness of his heart. It's not going to happen. These are your enemies, as the scriptures tell us. If you're a Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, all right, chiefly Esau, the so-called white man, is your enemy, and everybody else outside of that. And whether you want to or not, you're going to fight. Because the Most High is going to put the spirit on you to fight. Alright? And America is the land of the handgun. Or whatever gun. Or whatever weapon. You can walk into Walmart and buy a gun. The same place you go buy some milk at, you can buy a gun. Or a machete. Or any type of weapon. So when they say with swords in their hand, they're just talking about various weapons. Which is not common. Everybody know somebody with hella weapons. You know what I'm saying? Guns, special type, even special type of knives and everything. Everybody out here got something. So when a war starts, that's when everybody gonna get to use their little toys that they got. Alright, like them gun hoarders. Myself, I know like gun hoarders, people that just really just into guns. Even if they're not beefing with nobody or got no problem with their life on the line at this point. They just like guns. And then they're going to get a chance to use them, man. Alright. But it says, for there shall be sedition among men. The people rising up against the government, man. Now, once again, here in America, it's just like a protest. And you got, these speakers, these charismatic speakers who talk shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to turn physical. All the talking is going to go out the window in a minute. Alright. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Alright, running up in people's houses. You seeing that? The police doing that now. That's the new thing. Well, it ain't necessarily new, but it's getting like mainstream attention now. All right, just running up in Jake's house, man, shooting him. But that's gonna be happening to everybody. It ain't gonna be no, well, I'm a so-called white person 'cause I'm safe. You know, Jake gonna be running up in your house. You know what I'm saying? Ravishing your women, doing everything that you do to us, man. That the Most High has allowed you to do to us for all this time. Well, it seems like a long time, but you know, the time that we've been here, same thing is gonna happen to y'all. All right, it says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, they're not gonna regard their kings nor princes. Who is the king and the princes, or considered the king and princes of this place? You know, power structure, which is what the U.S. government, man. See, right now, let's say damn Jake get killed, right? What Esau do is he'll send another Jake to go talk and calm the people down. You notice when the police kill somebody, just coincidentally the police chief is always a Israelite, and they say calm down, woo, woo, woo. They gonna kill that nigga in that day. Jake gonna be so turned up, they gonna kill whoever the Esau send, the middleman, the quote unquote house nigga. Gonna kill that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, once again, this article that I was reading, I'm gonna finish reading, jumped out to me because it's just like a precursor to how America gonna be, man. And it's gonna be way worse, man. It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's that martial law. Because once Jake, start whooping the regular police ass, they're gonna start sending in like real troops, man. He gonna block off cities, cause Jake, I'm telling you, Jake gonna be wilding out here, putting shit down, man. And it may sound far-fetched because Jake has been in such a weak ass spirit. Like, something happened and it's just, I'm glad that's not me, or that's just the way of the world, that's the way how it is type shit. Jake gonna finally stand up and do something. Kind of like how the Black Panthers was. Not saying the black, because they wasn't worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That shit was off. Because one, they wasn't worshiping the Lord. Two, it wasn't even time for that. But that mentality is going to come back where we're going to defend ourselves. That was like the Black Panthers' whole thing. We're going to defend our communities and all this shit, whatever. But the mentality of putting our enemies down is going to come back, and it's going to be like never before, how it's never before been seen in America. But let me get back to this. Continuing on, it says, is there any justice? If I demand for justice, will they give it? It says, Princess Navarro, sister of slain mayor, told reporters she witnessed the assassination and had attempted to defend her sibling. It says Navarro denied any involvement in the drug trade and was attempting to clear his name when he was killed. In May 2017, he was stripped of all powers over his city's police force, following intelligence reports that he and several officers were involved in organized crime. All right, but in the time to come, it ain't gonna be no. Well, I mean, America is a criminal organization as a whole, but it ain't gonna be like, well, this dude sold drugs, so we gonna kill him. It's gonna be just, you've been in the way too long. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites, you Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, are gonna get a spirit put on them of just war, man. Alright. So Jeremiah 51:20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. He's talking about the Israelites. Alright. Talking about his army. Even when you look at the American military, them dumb dummies, and I was one of them dummies at one point that were going to the military, you're a weapon. That's really what you is. They deploy you to go die and fight and kill and all that shit. So that's what starting with the elect and all you Israelites, all you Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian. This is what you are to the Most High. When it's wartime, you are His battle axe and His weapons of war. It says, "For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms." All right, break in pieces the nations. All right, all you nations outside of the nation of Israel. That's why the scripture saying, Matthew, nation shall rise against nation. All right, the Lord gonna use us to break you all. All right. It says, "And with thee will I destroy kingdoms." All right, because this whole America is gonna go to shit once Jake start rising up. All right, and all you other kingdoms is going down too. All right, so I just wanted to make that quick video. I hope it was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.